You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Hey there, welcome to episode 294 of the Soul Forge podcast.
Welcome to the Soul Forge, a place of silent mystery, quiet contemplation, and outright mayhem. Join your host, Sean Vanderloo, as he guides you through the adventures of living. Together, we'll talk about life and love, sex and dating, joy and heartache, memories and loss, and so much more. Don't worry, it's not nearly as pretentious as it sounds. Get ready for life, the universe, and everything on the Soul Forge.
Hey everybody out there in podcast land, this is a very special episode. As you know, this is your host Sean, but with me today, after more than 9 years, I've got a super duper special guest. It's my co-host from the former Sci-Fi Waffle podcast. If you followed the Rusted Robot podcast, he was my UK correspondent. We do 2 current podcasts, the Cosmic Pizza podcast and the Epsilon 3 podcast, all the way from merry old England. It's Paul Wright.
Yes, I'm here. It's me, live, in the same room as Sean.
How amazing is that?
I can't believe it.
How long have we been talking about this?
Oh, well, since pretty much day one, really.
Almost.
Yeah.
Since 2014.
Incredible to think it's that long.
Yeah.
And we've never met.
Not in real life.
Until yesterday, in fact.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Picked you up from the airport, you and your wife.
Yep.
Your lovely wife, Linda, sitting over here.
Say hello, lovely wife.
I'm the lovely wife, Linda. Hello.
Making her podcast debut.
That's right.
How awesome is that?
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
So, you've been in Canada about a week and a half already.
That's right. Yes, we came over a week ago to see my aunt in Toronto, and we were there for a week. We met up with her. We met up with 2 of my cousins who live over here as well. We had a great time with them. We did some sightseeing, some touristy bits, and then we hopped on a flight, came over here. Because I always said if I ever made it over to Toronto again to visit my aunt, I'd make the effort to come over. And if I've come thousands of miles, I might as well come another a few hundreds of miles to come and see you. So,
And you did.
Yeah, we did.
And that was fantastic.
Amazing.
Yeah, really awesome.
It's incredible. To come through the doors at the airport and then see you in person was just, it was mind-blowing. I mean...
He does exist.
Yeah, and he's a lot taller than I thought, because I thought he was about 12 inches high on a flat screen.
Right, because when we do podcasts, it's always over Zoom.
That's it.
And we just see our shiny bald heads on our glasses.
That's it.
And
you don't know the physical shape of the person that you're talking to. You're just the head and the shoulders, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, and then as soon as he spoke, I thought, hang on a minute, this is the guy who does those podcasts in Canada. It's like, this is weird. So I sat there and listened to him for a while, and then realised I'm not listening to a podcast. I am actually talking to a real human being.
So then you actually had some conversation back and forth, not just listening to what I was saying.
Yeah, well, it's not as if we have to wait and pause for that little bit of a gap that comes in with satellite communication. And
this is way more interactive.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. So that's cool.
And it's the same volume, the same recording level. There's no echoey noise of studios and all this type of thing.
Right. It's going to take a lot less editing.
Yes. For you.
Yes, that's true. That's true. So this is going out on not the Rusted Robot. That doesn't exist anymore. The Soul Forge podcast feed. We might put it on Cosmic Pizza we were talking about.
I think we will, yes. It'll probably go out as a Cosmic Pizza episode as well.
Like a special bonus episode or something.
Yes, that's right, yeah. We'll definitely do that.
For sure.
Yeah.
The only thing we're missing now is poor old Dan.
Hello, I'm Daniel Peter Hitch, author of the Bubbles the Pirate children's book series and the Connected Worlds Chronicles. You're listening to the Soul Forge podcast. Keep forging your soul.
And that's right. And I think if you guys ever come over to us, then definitely we'd have to get the 3 of us in the same room.
Yes,
which would be mind-blowing.
I don't think the world can handle it.
I think the whole podcast would just implode.
It might. Yeah. Just like a Titan submarine. It's too soon.
It would implode a lot slower, I think.
I think so too.
Over many weeks.
But you know what won't implode?
Oh God!
You got to finish it.
This promo for a podcast on the ESO network.
Pardon the interruption. We'll bring you back to your podcast in just a moment. But first, promo for the Cosmic Pizza Podcast.
Here on the ESO network, 3 hosts recommend this podcast.
I recommend it.
I recommend it.
And I recommend it.
On the Cosmic Pizza Podcast, it's a slice of life as we discuss literally anything in the universe. Cosmic Pizza Podcast.
Here to serve all of your needs.
Wednesday, I'm here with you people. It's like wild.
No pizzas were harmed in the creation of this podcast.
I just figured that would be perfect.
Yeah. Let's hope it's Cosmic Pizza.
I don't know what it could be. We can make it that.
Yeah.
Or Epsilon, whatever.
I think it was. I think the last one was actually Soulforge on that I edited. I think that's going out this weekend.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. When was the last time you were in Canada?
That would have been 1994, around about September, October time.
Wow.
When we came over to see Linda and myself came over to see my aunt. We didn't have the kids then.
Right.
We weren't married when we came over. We went to Niagara Falls.
Oh, yes.
We went to these tunnels that you can go behind Niagara Falls and actually be behind the Niagara Falls. And I fell over and banged my knee, and Linda thought I said something like, "Will you marry me?" So she said yes, and I couldn't get out of it then.
So here you are now.
So here we are now, yeah. All these years later, we now have kids, and they've come over with us, although they're not here in Sault Ste. Marie. They've gone home now, but they were here for the first week. So yeah, it's been a long time since we were last here.
And is it like a lot different, do you find, or is it pretty much the same? There
are some differences. Certainly, our memories of that time and driving around the roads at that time, I think there may have been a little less traffic about, because I don't remember it being so horrific this time round. It's
less lanes on the road.
Less lanes on the road back then?
We're up to 5 lanes of traffic now in Toronto.
Yes.
I'm fairly sure it was 3 at the time.
Probably was.
It's a lot more scary.
It is. It's
and faster too, I'm sure.
I think the speed's about the same, but the thing is, they merge two lots of highways together, so you'll have 2 5-lane or even 4-lane highways that merge together, and suddenly you have these 8 lanes or 10 lanes across.
Yes.
And if you're on one side and you have to get over to the other side, you're trying to get into gaps that close very quickly, and it's frightening to get over that many lanes in one go. Driving on the where are we? We're driving on the right here, don't we? Yeah. So that's not really been too much of an issue after the first time I drove down the wrong side of the road on the first day. Right. Once I got that in my head, we were okay.
Yeah, because you guys drive on the left side of the road.
Exactly, yeah. So and also we drive on the right-hand side of the car, so
yes,
it's a bit strange. We have an automatic car here, so it makes it a little bit easier to not worry about having a gear stick in the wrong hand. When you look in the rear view mirror, that takes a bit of time to get used to realising that you're looking at different direction in the car,
right? And
cars are going to come past you on the other side than we're used to. So.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, I've got used to it fairly quick.
Good.
Quite happy driving an automatic. Quite okay now to drive on the wrong side of the road and be correct.
It's traumatic doing the map reading.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, that's not fun. Especially when he's not panicking. He is
stressed.
He's controlling the car and saying to me, "Which lane am I meant to be?" And I'm going, "I don't know." Possibly right. I think we're going off.
Yeah. You always exit on the right.
Mm. Unless you change highway and then you go off on the left.
Yeah.
We've been changing from the 279 to the 401.
Oh yes, that's true.
Yeah, you go off to the left.
Right, that's
Madness.
Right. Yeah.
And you were saying everything here in Canada is bigger.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, over here you guys can spread out. You have all the land, so you can spread things out. The roads are wider, the cars are bigger, shopping malls are all generally on one level, and so spread out further. Mm-hmm. Because we're hemmed in, especially where we live, it's all the towns have sort of really squashed together.
Oh yeah.
So all of the roads are just a single lane one way, single lane the other way. Mm-hmm. The cars are smaller, so the lanes are thinner. So I guess if you guys came over to us, you'd be pretty scared about how thin the roads are.
Oh yeah, probably be feeling like we're going to crash into the next person.
Exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, everything's a lot smaller over in the UK because of the necessity of the whole island is smaller.
Right.
So we don't have that spread out area. Our shopping malls tend to be multi-storey rather than just a single deck. There is one area not far from us where we do have like a designer outlet village, which is very much similar to any sort of shopping mall over here, where it's all, you know, high fashion stuff sold theoretically cheaper. And that has been designed in the sort of American model where it is very much spread out, one level, cars all park in the middle. And, you know, but that's the only one really round by us. We're you know, full of old-fashioned villages and towns, so shops were built around the old roads of that type. So they're very, very twisty and turny. Over here, everything's in a straight line.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
in
what
blocks,
you're saying.
Which makes it easier to understand where you're going and things. But it is just a different. It's different history. So
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, you've got an ancient country, and we've only got a few hundred years, so
that's right. Yeah.
There is that.
Yeah, but your rivers are wider, your lakes are bigger, the food is immense.
You find?
Yeah, more calories, more food, lots of cheese.
Today, you had a genuine Canadian poutine.
I did.
Yeah,
first time ever.
Yes, that was one of the things on your bucket list.
Yep,
and a hot dog.
Yeah,
the hot dog was very good.
Yeah, the hot dog was good.
We got a street meat hot dog from a cart vendor outside of Canadian Tire, for anybody who knows what that is. So we did that. We tried to go across the river, or the United States.
Yep.
Across the border over the big international bridge.
Yeah, that went well.
It went really well. We got across.
Yeah, we got into America, yeah.
We did, and the Border Patrol said, just pull around here and come on inside, and then they wouldn't let you through.
No.
Because you didn't sign the ESTA.
That's right, yeah. We
Electronic something or other.
Travel
Travel Authority.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know that existed. What is it called? Electronic System for Travel Authorization. Aha.
Yeah, because we haven't filled in one of them. And, well, we had many years ago, but that had obviously run out. So we had totally forgotten that we would have needed that sort of thing. I mean, it should have been obvious, really. We had to fill in forms to get into Canada.
Right.
You would have to fill in forms to get to the US. So.
Yeah, we were just going for a day trip, just for something fun to do. But
that's right.
We weren't planning on going across.
No,
we decided to do it.
It was a last minute thing because we're right here on the border. So
that's right.
Maybe we'll go tomorrow if the thing goes.
Yeah,
through.
we filled them in now. So yeah, hopefully if we can get them through tomorrow. They do say it can take 72 hours, so that might sort of scupper it a bit. But
well, you're leaving tomorrow, so
yeah, that's right.
If we can, we can. If we can't,
that's right. Well, the thing is, we're hoping to go to America next year, so these things will be valid for next year.
That's
so
exactly
filling
right.
them in now is just saving time later.
Yeah, that's right. So that's good.
Yeah, and we also, while we were in Toronto, we had a beaver tail.
Ooh, how was that?
That was absolutely delicious.
Tell our people what that might even be.
So you take one beaver, and it's a pastry, basically the shape of a beaver tail, roughly the shape and size of a beaver tail. We had it with maple syrup. You can have it with Nutella or chocolate spread or bananas, and any sort of things like that. Any multiple different toppings. We just went for the plain simple maple syrup.
Very sweet though, right?
And
sugar, yes.
Which made it crispy.
Yes. Yeah. And it was really, really beautiful. When we were first told about this, we hadn't heard of it, and my aunt said, you have to have one. So we looked it up online, and there was pictures of it there, and it looked as though it was really thick. Mm-hmm. But it is basically just a very thin pastry that, when they deep fry it, it puffs up.
Yes.
So you get that crunchy sort of texture to it, but there's nothing really inside it. But the flavour of it and everything was really good. I don't think we'll get another one, will we? It'd be a bit of a shame if we can't find somewhere to have another one.
There weren't many places that were available.
Yeah.
But there might be one here.
Actually, I think I had one last year at the Pavilion. You can use your words, Leah. Leah's here too, people.
It's on the boardwalk. There is one here.
Yeah?
Yes. Down near the Pavilion.
There is? Yeah. Okay, I thought so. So maybe we'll check that out tomorrow.
Oh, yes. Right, okay.
Yes.
So that's beaver tail for breakfast, Dairy Queen for lunch.
That's right.
Oh, the calories that we've eaten since just coming up here into Sault Ste. Marie is just amazing. But yeah, that's by design, not by.
Well, that's right. You got to treat yourself.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. It's been almost 30 years since you've been here, so.
That's right.
Yeah, and if all goes well in 2025, we'll be going over to see you.
That would be awesome if you could do that. Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be great. You'd be treated like royalty. We'll give you our best fish and chips. Gravy and that sort of thing. Mushy peas, got to have mushy peas with you.
Mushy peas, and I got to try a crumpet.
Got to try a crumpet, yes. You've not had a crumpet. You have to get you a proper English crumpet.
Yes.
Maybe take you for afternoon tea at some point.
I do need a fancy afternoon tea.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. And then we could.
Ice cream in Parkgate by the waterfront.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, fish and chips, and then an ice cream in our local area of natural beauty, which is Parkgate.
Parkgate?
Parkgate.
Okay.
Which is there's I can't remember who was supposed to have been there. Who was it? Was one of the? It wasn't Napoleon, was it? I can't remember. It was somebody from a long time ago. They're supposed to have been there. I think it was a royal of some description. I can't remember. Linda's going to look it up while we discuss this. But it's on one side of a river estuary, which is about 10 miles wide. On the other side is the country of Wales.
Okay.
So the Prince of Wales at the moment is... who's the Prince of Wales at the moment? That's William, isn't it?
That's William, I think.
So, so he is the Prince of Wales.
That used to be his papa, but now Papa is king, so...
Exactly, we'll get bumped up on.
Right.
So, so really Wales is not a country, it's a principality, but they don't like to hear that word. They like to say they're a country. You know?
Yeah, of course.
So their flag is not on the Union Jack. So therefore, because it's a principality.
Makes sense.
It's just a part of England that the English didn't want. So what do we have here? We have Lord Nelson. That's what it was. His mistress, Emma Hamilton, who was born in nearby Ness. Oh, wow, I did not know that. Which is right next to Parkgate. So she was there. And so they both, at some point, have stayed in the local area of Parkgate. So there you go.
And we'll go there for ice cream.
Go there for fish and chips and ice cream.
Perfect.
And then hopefully we can get you down to London, or maybe we can get Dan to come up to us, one of the two.
Yes, because I can't go all the way to England and not see Dan.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to do that. So
definitely.
Again, one way or another, we will meet.
Yes.
We will all three of us be in the same room.
Imagine that.
And the whole podcast world will just explode.
It'll rejoice.
Yeah.
Yes, it'll be very exciting.
It's like a crossover of Marvel films. It's like having Spider-Man in fact, it would be like having Spider-Man in a Batman film. That's how much of a crossover it would be.
Wow. Crossing the streams.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, Temporal Trek, Cosmic Pizza, Soul Forge, all in one.
Wow. That's really something.
That'd be incredible.
But originally, it was Sci-Fi Waffle, where we joined forces.
It was. I mean, after a few years of being the UK correspondent and sending in clips to your
Rusted Robot,
we decided to go alone and do it together, and it lasted about 40 episodes.
40 episodes, yeah.
And then we sort of ran out of steam, really. We needed a third person.
We did, and Dan filled that shoe nicely,
exactly.
So...
Yeah, he came along and, hey presto, Cosmic Pizza.
And then Epsilon 3, because we love podcasting so much, we had to do another one.
Exactly, yeah.
Nobody listens to any of them.
No,
but
but it's a great way just to keep in touch.
Yes.
I mean, it saves flying over here every 9 years to
that's right.
to do a podcast. See how we're getting on. Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's good. I mean, and that's it. And I think even if we weren't podcasting, we'd still get together as every week just to catch up and chat and see what's going on in our lives. So yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Yeah. And after 9 years, finally getting to meet, that's amazing.
It's remarkable. I didn't know whether it would ever happen or not. We kept promising and then failing and then promising again. Then life would get in the way and things would happen. And finally we've got the money together and we've managed to come over.
Yeah, and it's been fantastic.
It's been great.
And you've been having fun here?
Definitely.
You got to meet my dad yesterday?
He's a great guy. I like him a lot. Yeah, he's a self-made man, really.
He is.
Yeah, he is. Interesting. Lots of stories.
Oh yes.
Really, really interesting guy.
Yeah.
Full of character.
He's definitely a character.
He's brilliant.
Yeah. And then today we went to Best Buy and you got to meet Brother Robin.
That's right. Yeah, that was incredible. I was his campaign manager for the mayor of Sault Ste. Marie.
That's right.
In the UK.
Yes.
We drummed up no support whatsoever.
Well, he got no support here either, so it was consistent across the board at least.
That's right. But yeah, that was awesome. That was great to meet him.
Yeah.
After listening to him on this podcast and hearing the things that have happened in his life, it was good to meet the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, the only one you didn't get to meet was Brother Curtis.
Yes.
But maybe next time.
Yeah, definitely next time.
So,
bring him with you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Why not? Come on over.
So yeah, so when are you coming over then?
If all goes well, June of 2025.
Wow.
We'll make it over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hopefully Cosmic Pizza will still be going then.
Well, we're only doing it once a month, so I don't see why not.
Yeah, it should be there.
Yeah, I think we have enough topic ideas.
That's right. I think Epsilon 3 will have finished by then, so...
Probably.
I think it's about the end of next year that it runs out.
Well,
so.
that's the Babylon 5 rewatch podcast.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of season 4 right now.
That's right.
And then there's season 5.
Yep.
There's a bunch of movies.
Yep.
There's the 13 episodes of Crusade.
I think we finished recording in July, but it will still be going on for another 6 weeks after that, I think so.
And then there's the cartoon movie coming out this August, I believe.
Yes, people have started pre-ordering that already, I believe.
Apparently it's like $50.
Yes, it could be. There's 2 versions, isn't there? There's a Blu-ray and the DVD.
I think so.
I think the Blu-ray is 4K, so they've whacked the price up on that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you need that for a cartoon, do you?
No, that's a little bit pricey.
Mm.
Yeah. But we'll see.
But, yeah.
Maybe we can acquire it through the Storks, like German and Steve always say.
Yeah.
The Storks brought it to us. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listeners, if you're not listening to the Epsilon 3 podcast, go watch some Babylon 5.
I agree.
And check us out on Cosmic Pizza Podcast.
Definitely.
What do we talk about over there?
Oh, anything and everything. We serve a delicious slice of life.
And we've recently acquired a 4th host.
A 4th host, Casey, yes.
Not a bald guy with glasses this time.
No. We have our first ever female award-nominated
That's true.
podcaster who now podcasts with us. We've had to redesign our podcasting mugs.
You brought me one over all the way.
I did. I brought it all the way with me. It saved me about $8. It was great.
Oh, $8 in postage.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's got all 4 of our names on it.
That's it.
Yes.
So that's she's just joined us earlier this year, and she's come up with some great ideas, and she's given us a different dynamic to the podcast because now we have a female perspective on things, and she's just a natural podcaster. She's fabulous at she's got all the right questions. She's intelligent. She's just a brilliant addition to the podcast. So
and she keeps us on track.
She keeps us on track and keeps us all behaving ourselves. And
yes, quite.
So
that's right.
Yeah. No, she's a brilliant addition. I wanted to come on the show a couple of years ago, but then she went and had a baby.
Oh man!
And COVID got in the way a bit. And
how inconvenient.
Yeah. So, but we got her in the end.
We did. All right. So, anything else we can discuss, or that's pretty much it?
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me over, and
hey, thanks for coming. This has been awesome.
It's been incredible, and thanks for showing us around Sault Ste. Marie. It's been a great place.
Welcome to Sault Ste. Marie. We apologise in advance. So there you go.
It's was it slightly better than Timmins? I think it should be.
Yes, Timmins, the land that culture forgot.
That's it,
as I lovingly call it. That's right. Yeah. So this, ladies and gentlemen, has been another episode of the Soul Forge Podcast, episode 294. Hope you'll subscribe. If you haven't already, like and do all the reviews and tell all your friends. But until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and remember.
He's forgotten the and remember.
Yes, he has.
That's the whole point of the and remember, is to remember it.
Yeah. I didn't save it either. Okay, hang on. I'll edit all this out, I guess.
And remember, when you come to Canada, drive on the left.
Yes, that's right. Something about a bird and its wings.
Sean, you are the wind beneath my wings. That's what it was going to be. Wasn't it?
That's right. That's right. No, not quite. Oh man.
A safe place for a bird is in its nest.
That's true too.
Don't forget, it has wings.
A bird is safe in its nest, but that is not what its wings are made for.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Soul Forge Podcast. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we hope you'll tune in again next time. Remember that you can visit soulforgepodcast.com for all of our social media links, and don't forget to share the show with everyone you know. The Soul Forge Podcast is your best source for living your best life.
Think about it.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.